Hello and welcome back to Get Off the Pew. I am your host, Delmar Johnson. So I want to take a few minutes today. I'm going to hop right in, take a few minutes today to talk about delayed obedience and what that actually can cost us. Delayed obedience and what that can cost us. So, we take and look at, the cost of failure a lot of times, right? It's like, oh, what is that going to cost me? That cost of failure may look like, financially, mentally, emotionally. But there's a cost in moving too fast, and then there's a cost of making the wrong decision as well. Sometimes we can move too fast and be out of alignment with how we're supposed to be stepping, right? So that can be a cost. The cost of making the wrong decision, the decisions that we think, oh, that wasn't quite right, that can cost us. And not just in, financial cost. Cost can be in many things that I'm going to be mentioning here. But we rarely talk about the cost of delay. We'll talk about the cost of failure. We'll talk about the cost of moving too fast. We'll talk about, the cost of, again, making the wrong decision or what we believe to be the wrong decision, but we rarely ever talk about the cost of delay. There can be a lot of cost in moving too slowly when it comes to what we're supposed to be doing, when it comes to actually obeying. So there's a cost in that delay. Delayed decisions cost us momentum, all right? Or delayed obedience costs us momentum. Momentum is about movement, right? It's about taking action. It's about taking the step that we need to take. Let me tell you what it costs you. It'll cost you confidence because confidence is built in our movement. Confidence is not built in us, being still too long, sitting too long. Again, we talk about get off the pew, right? So confidence can be a cost in not moving, all right, and not having that momentum. So it costs your confidence. It'll also cost your trust, all right? It also costs your trust and trust in yourself, trust in God, can be trust in other people, but it'll cost you your trust. It'll cost us our trust. All right. So the longer you wait to do what you already know what to do, all right, you already know what to do, but the longer you wait to do it, the heavier it becomes, the heavier it feels. It's weighty, right? It's weighty on your shoulders. It's weighty in your spirit. It's weighty on your mind. So what was once clear becomes something you avoid talking about or avoid thinking about, right? And it feels like a burden instead of something that pushes you forward, instead of something that you can step into with joy and with action behind it, right? So eventually, delay also costs doubt and causes doubt. All right, that's a cost. It causes doubt, and then now we have to apply our faith to that doubt. We have to apply our faith to the delayed obedience to regain the momentum we should have had if we had moved faster, right? So it'll cause doubt, and doubt, gets in your ear, it gets in your mind, it gets in your spirit, and then you have to fight that, and we fight that with faith. So not because the direction changed, all right? It's not because the direction changed, but it's because you ignored it too long. All right. We ignored it too long because I'm in it with you. We ignore it too long. So this isn't about, rushing. This isn't about, honesty. Ask yourself what waiting is costing you. That's the question for today in delayed obedience. What waiting is costing you, what waiting has cost you. Then decide, all right? Then decide I'm if sitting still is worth it, all right? Getting my words together. If sitting still is worth it, then you have to ask yourself that. Is sitting still worth it? Or is taking action more worth it, right? Taking action. That's where your confidence is built. That's where doubt has to be removed because you're in motion. The more confidence you have, the more movement you have, the more confidence you have. It builds courage, all right? You're no longer wanting that obedience to be delayed because now you've said yes and you're making the move and you see how you're being built up and then how God is glorified from our obedience, right? So think about these things, delayed obedience and what the cost has been to you. This was another short episode of Get Off the Pew. I'm Delmar Johnson, your host. Make sure you come back for another Get Off the Pew. We're going to keep talking about what it looks like about getting off these pews we've been sitting on too long. See you next time.